What's up, y'all? What's up? We got us another killer show tonight, man. I'm loving the chat, as always. Thank you guys so much for joining the pre-show chat. Gets everybody pumped and in the mood. Get those shares going and all that stuff. I don't really know what to say, so I wanted to start this week off by doing something a little different, just because, like, I made this show when COVID hit to distract people. That's why it's called the Distraction Radio Shuffle. Get people out of their head with everything going on and stuff. And there's some things that you just need to be present for. And what's going on in our country right now and in the world is something that I think we shouldn't be distracted from. So I'm going to acknowledge it by taking a 10-second moment of silence here. We're going to make a black screen here. If you guys don't mind, even at home, let's just take 10 seconds and we'll come back to the show in just a minute, okay? All right, guys. Thank you. 10 seconds of silence for everything going on right now. And, yeah. So let's keep moving on. I hope everyone's weekend was awesome. I hope everyone's safe, both from COVID and the obvious protests and riots and everything going on. It's a tough time. It's an interesting time. And of all things, it's an important time. So with that said, we're going to move into the show now. Pretend the show started right over. We got that out of the way. And, not out of the way. That was the wrong way to say it. We didn't get that out of the way. We totally put that in the way on purpose. So other than that, how was everyone's weekend? I went camping at Chapman Dam, did some kayaking. It was beautiful. How many campers do we have? Let me know if you camp out there and where some cool camping spots are, because I intend on camping as much as possible over this summer, seeing how all the gigs are up. It looks like I froze. We got to see what's going on with that. Okay. I think we're back on. So, yeah. Just letting everyone get on in here. Looks like we hit our 20 so far, so it's time to get the show started. Ladies and gentlemen, the first song of the night of the 8th episode. That's right, 8. We made it 2 months so far. If by any chance we completely lose the stream, just come back. I'll pop it back on and we'll get it going in no time. Also, let me know in the chat how we're sounding and looking and everything, because that is also important. But our first guest tonight on the show is Slim and Red with their cover of Black Sheep. Slim and Red are super cool. I saw them play a couple times, and they're just really cool people. And they do a bunch of the Comic-Cons and stuff like that. It's awesome. But so Slim and Red, Black Sheep, it's a cover song. Here's what they had to say. Hi, all. We are a husband and wife indie nerd duo, Slim and Red, from Corey. And boy, are we bummed that we couldn't play at the Erie Library Comic-Con again this year. This here is a song we're planning on doing for that that our good friend Dexter suggested. It's a song from the comic book movie Scott Pilgrim vs. the World titled Black Sheep by the band Metric. We recorded this song specifically today for Maddie B's Distraction Radio Shuffle. Thank you, Slim and Red. That's awesome. Hope y'all enjoy. If you dig it, we have 4 albums of original tunes that you can check out on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, or check us out on Facebook. Much love, Slim and Red. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Slim and Red with their cover of Black Sheep by Metric.
Hello again, friend of a friend. I knew you well. Our common goal was waiting for the world to end. Now that the truth is There's just a rule that you can bend. You crack the whip, shape, shift, and trick the past again. Sending my love on the wire. Lift you up every time, everyone pulls away from you. Got balls of steel, got an automobile for minimum wage. Got real estate, I'm buying it all up and out of space. Now that the truth is just a rule that you can't bend. You crack the whip, shape, shift, and trick the past again. Setting my love on the wire. Lift you up every time, everyone pulls away. It's not mechanical goal, number one. You'll take a ride from anyone, everyone wants to ride, pulls away from you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Sweet song, sweet voice, sweet people. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Slim and Red with their cover of Black Sheep by Metric. Get out and check those guys out. They got 4 albums available on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, and go to their Facebook, and they say much love. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much for being on the show. If anybody else would like to be on Broke B's Distraction Radio Shuffle, all you got to do is send me an MP3 or a WAV file, a short description, and a graphic or music video. But that's not all. We're now doing artists. And I have an artist of the week this week. We're going to show through 3 pieces throughout the show this week of our artist, and we'll find out who that is in just a couple minutes. But first, we are going to send all that to brokeboland@gmail.com. Send your art, send your paintings, send your sculptures, video of your sculptures, send me food you cooked. It doesn't matter. The idea is to just get as connected as possible through this. You know what I mean? And we're going to pick it up here, no pun intended, with our next artist. It's going to be the Pickup Band, Hell or High Water. This is what they said. It's written by Al Donati, who sings lead vocals and plays guitar, joined by Ellie Vahey on vocals, Doug Phillips on bass, and Craig Stevens on the keyboards, and PJ Askey on drums. Pickup Band wasn't around for long, but we focused on writing original music, and this tune was the pinnacle of our 3-part harmonies, is what Doug Phillips has to say about this song. So, moving it right along, because we got a long show tonight, man. We got tons of stuff. We got a couple special guests, a music video maybe by somebody, and our guest artist who is coming up just around the corner here. But this is the Pickup Band, Hell or High Water.
Over that bridge, even if it breaks. Through hell or high water, I will give it my best. Whether to sink to the bottom, I will rise above the rest. Through hell or high water. Through hell or high water. Remember you for all the things that you've achieved, or did you throw it out the door? 'Cause you did not believe. What you choose is your choice. Nothing will always be. But if you roll those cross over that bridge, even if it rains. Through hell or high water, I will give it my best. Let them sink to the bottom, I will rise above the rest. Hell or high water. Through hell or high sing to the mountain. I will rise above the rain. Hell or high water. Hell or high water. Hell or high, hell or high. Hell or high water. Hell or high, hell or high. Hell or high water.
Okay, so that was amazing, man. That was the pickup band Hell or High Water, and I didn't even realize this until the very end. That was live, y'all. That's saying some stuff, man. Great recording, great band, great song. That Aldinati on guitar, man. I do miss him playing guitar around town. He was always killer, especially in a lot of the blues jams. I jammed with him a couple times in the Roger Montgomery blues jams at Docksiders in the Beer Mug, and he was always on point. Speaking about point, it's time to get to the point, ladies and gentlemen. If you can donate in any way, shape, or form, it helps me out a ton. This is the only thing I got going on right now. So if you can, cool. If you can't, even cooler, the best thing you can do is help me by sharing this stuff. Sharing the video. It doesn't just help me, it helps all the artists that are on here get this stuff out as much as possible, and that's truly the point of the show, is to just help everybody out and like keep our scene growing and keep informing people of the amazing music that comes from this community. If you don't know, every single night after the show, I pull it down from Facebook and I upload it to YouTube. So be looking for it on YouTube tomorrow, where I have a whole YouTube channel where you can check out all the past shows, and just, it's a playlist, man. Just click play and you have hours of local music in this radio video format. That's youtube.com/BrokeBoland. Tips and donations, they're on the screen, they scroll. I don't gotta sit here and say too much about them, so I won't. I'm just gonna get us to our artist of this week, who is the one and only Erie Eric Fagiorgio, man. Now, Eric has been around forever. I remember when I was 18 years old and just getting started, I sat and had a conversation with him at Eaton Park because he was already well known in the tattoo industry. He just kills it, and he has so many cool ideas. He's an amazing tattoo artist, but he is also an amazing painter as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to show 3 of his pieces throughout the show. This will be the first one that he sent me. This is a collage of pieces. Actually, I'll let him tell you about it, because he is just going to speak to you as it shows. So here you go, y'all. This is Erie Eric, our artist of the week. Now,
the first picture is basically the commissions that I get asked to do. I call them caricatures. They're not quite caricatures, and they're not quite portraits, so they're somewhere in between. And I do about anywhere from 8 to 12 a month, different sizes. It's usually family members or pets, stuff of that sort. I get to do a lot of themes, like the family as superheroes or as Bigfoots or whatnot. And those are done in markers. And they're usually between 8 by 10, anywhere from 5 by 7, 8 by 10, or 11 by 17. So there's 3 sizes. And I'm constantly taking commissions on those. So that's the first pictures.
All right, there you go, guys. Erie Eric making caricatures. You can commission him. Just look him up. Just look up Erie Eric, Eric Fagiorgio. Super talented artist, and we're going to see and hear more from him in a little bit. But now we're going to move right on over to something I've been bugging him for a while now, and he finally got me some stuff. And boy, let me tell you something about Rick Lopez, man. If you ever seen him drum, I don't know if I've ever seen a more zen drummer. He's in his own world when he's drumming, and the stuff that's coming out of his hands and feet, I just can't comprehend. It's crazy and interesting to watch him drum. And he's also a part of really, really cool eccentric bands, I would say. A lot of times I see him play, and he just, it's off the chart. Every project he's in is just really cool, really unique, and super creative. And this one happens to be him and Ampersand Man. The song's called Tap, Tap, Tap All Together Now, or Tap All Tap Together Tap Now. So this is with Josiah. And Josiah asked me to collaborate. I think sending him drum tracks was way too obvious, so I switched it up and pulled out some old things I've written in the early 70s through the mid 90s. I sent him the straight voice recording or readings. He fucks them all up beautifully, is what Rick had to say. So let's hear it, man. This is Rick Lopez versus Ampersand Man with Tap, Tap, Tap.
Tap 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 all together now. 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 Tap tap tap
all together now.
Sometimes I feel like Albert Finney in Network, all foam and froth and praying for therapy. Had enough and hanging my tired-ass self out the window by my own feet. Threatening me to stay level-headed and composed or else. Telling me if I don't shut up, I'll let go and end it all. Trying to keep calm in the face of the unending stream of nonsense. It comes from all directions, never sleeps, has sharp teeth and breath to wilt your soul. With each passing moment, I become more frantic and horrified by my awareness of the world. An appalled spectator watching as we go streaking toward the 21st century with the capacities of angels and gods and the brains and hearts of scarecrows and tin men. I know mobs of people that would unthinkingly claim to be men without any hint or feeling of what that might mean. Tap, 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 all together now. I know crowds of thousands who are just too tired this season to attend to anything more strenuous than a beer and a leg up. To hell with infinity and any shot at grasping it or feeling it or feeling anything more complex than an erection of a balled fist.
All together now.
I keep telling me that thinking is for those with time for it. But hell, I've been as busy as anyone I've ever met, and it's not like I've lived an exceptionally privileged life other than being born white and periodically audacious. I work hard every day and have danced the dance with mayhem, angst, and irony more often than most, but I still have this hunger to go looking for everything. Am I upset because I see so many moving across the stage like hapless drones and feel as if I've done more than my share? Or is it simply the frustration of knowing that all my efforts will leave no marks other than those inside? Tap, 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 all together now. 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 Tap, 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 all together now.
Rick Lopez versus Ampersand Man. Tap, tap, tap all together now. What can you say about it, man? It was awesome. Just, I don't even know what to say, man. It's so cool. I want to hear more of this stuff, and it's a good thing because he sent me more, and I'm going to keep fishing for you, Rick. I hope you hear me. I'm coming for you, man. I want more stuff like this. But yeah, Rick Lopez, Ampersand Man, Tap, Tap, Tap. Dope. Just super dope. Where are we at? We're at, our next artist is the one and only Jason Heberly. He was on the first show, I believe, and making his triumphant return with the song Tears Like Rain. He says, my favorite part of recording is the solo portions. Everyone knows I'm more of a rhythm/singer, and I was just kind of dueling with myself. LOL. I don't even know what I was playing. I'll have to try and reverse transpose the solo sometime because I just love it. I feel it every time I listen to it. So yeah, this is Tears Like Rain by Jason Heberly, and be sure to take a listen to that solo because it's what gets him going. And like let me tell you, as a musician, or a songwriter or as an artist of any sort, any of you guys out there that are with me, you know how hard it is to actually, truly like something you do or call it finished or just grab onto something you did without being like, I could have done it better, or, oh man, I can do something different. So it's cool. Kudos to him for noticing when he finished something, he loved it. And, even though it just flowed out of him, but sometimes that's how it is. Your best stuff just comes out of nowhere. So this is Jason Eberly, Tears Like Rain.
She ran through the night, another town, another life. When she cries, the tears fall down like rain. Never found a sunny day, left behind, thrown away, chance to fly, her say, great escape. Small step to take. Her say it's just a step, great escape. All that past, turn away with open arms, tears that fall like rain.
All right, folks. Jason Heberly, Tears Like Rain. I get it, man. I get it. Hats off to you. Keep writing. Keep sending me stuff. So it is kind of funny because I'm actually having a hard time getting content. It seems like the last minute I get some stuff. So if you guys know anybody, please let them know that I'm doing this, or that we're doing this. This is a community event, you know. Let them know that we're doing this so that we can get their stuff out there, and I'm not so stressed trying to put the show together at the last minute because it's kind of a lot of work. But so this next song, I try not to play my stuff too much. I throw it in there every now and then, and but this one's kind of important, and I'm gonna try and tell like a quick little story. I don't want to make a huge deal of it, and I don't want it to be like me. But back in 2011 and 2012, I hopped in my van, and it was right when the Occupy movement started, and I had started the Broke Bowlin' Band, which was doing more political-driven songs that I had written, and our first show was the day of the Occupy movement. It was a really crazy coincidence, and it pushed me to hop in my van and drive to all the occupied cities on the East Coast that I could, and I started off in New York City, in Zuccotti Park, when it was maybe a week or two. No, it was the first week of the protest. And I had written a whole bunch of songs prior to that, but the only song I wrote during the protest, or one of the only songs I wrote, was a song called Time to Resist, where I was seeing a lot of, unfortunately, what's happening now, which is police. You know, not all police. I saw a lot of good cops. I'm not even opening that can of worms. There's good people and bad people. And anyway, I saw a lot of violence from police for people who didn't deserve violence. So I wrote this song called Time to Resist, and I made this video for it with my friend Liz Victory, which is just basically a collage. Some of it's my footage from protesting and marching, and some of it is footage from past and current at the time, 2011, 2012, events that were happening. So this is me, Dig It Dave, and Marky G, the Dirty Pickles, but our side project. This is Broke Bowlin', Time to Resist, and let me know what you think.
with orders from above. We got to get these people out of places they belong. Same orders in Boston, they're singing in their cells. Why are you so afraid of people just standing round? Then there's New York City, they're filled with pepper spray. Two girls screaming and you don't hear what they say. Don't resist with violence, resist with common sense. Show the world that there's a chance that we could coexist. Either way, it's time to resist. Time to resist. Time to resist. It's time to resist. Yes, it is. Shame on you. 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 signs in the air. You say that you don't want a war, well, why you drag us there? Hey, Mr. Policeman, we are just like you, patriots fighting for the red, white, and the blue. Hey, Mr. Policeman, you are just like us. Turn to your lieutenant, put him down and drop the cuffs. Don't resist with violence, resist with common sense. Show the world that there's a chance that we could coexist. Either way, it's time to resist. Time to resist. It's time to resist. It's time to resist. I don't know about you and you don't know about me, but the land we're living in is not so very free. I can live so happy if I stay quiet as a mouse. I can live so happy if I don't leave my house. Well, there's a line in the sand that divides us from Uncle Sam. Well, there's a line in the sand that divides us from Uncle Sam. Well, there's a line in the sand that divides us from Uncle Sam. Well, there's a line in the sand that divides us from Uncle Sam. Yes, there is. That's why it is time to resist. Time to resist. I said it's time to resist. It's time to resist. Time to resist. Time to resist. Time to resist. I said it's time to resist. Just say no, kids.
All right, guys, that was me, Digga Dave, and Marky G with the song I wrote while I was protesting the Occupy movement called Time to Resist. Funny fact, right after I wrote this song, maybe 2 weeks, I was marching in New York City on New Year's Eve and got put in the back of a paddy wagon. So that's my arrest story from New York. If anyone wants to talk to me about it, I'd be happy to do private messages. I've learned my lesson to not just talk about it blatantly. I only want to tell people who want to hear, but if anyone is interested in how that stuff went, feel free to message me. I'd be happy to talk about it. So moving on, we're going to turn the page a little bit because I know that one hit a little close to home. We're going to break everything up and where are we at? I'm going to... this next guy that's coming up, he's seriously a dear friend of mine. I don't know how to explain it, man. He's just a really cool guy who knows exactly what he wants and exactly how to do the things he wants and takes everything very calculated. And I've been playing music with him now for quite a few years. He is now a member of the Dirty Pickles. His name's David Van Amberg, and I have the utmost respect for him. And he had some nice stuff to say about me, along with talking about his song. This is a song from the 70s, from his band Calico in the 70s. I'm just going to let him tell you about it. This is David Van Amberg, ladies and gentlemen. Whoop, almost hit the wrong thing. This is David Van Amberg.
Hi, I'm Dave Van Amberg. I really love Matt Boland, who he is, what he represents. And the fact that he's doing the Broke Bees Distraction Radio Shuffle just pleases the heck out of me. Because he's doing something for the community. He's doing something for the other artists. He's doing what very few of us tend to do, which is thinking of everybody else. And I love his energy. That's why I play music with him. That's why I do what I can to support him. So at some point in the last month, he started bugging me saying, hey, I need a song that you've written in the past, and I want to play it on my show. So I said, finally, all right, you can have this one. Back in the early 1970s, 1971 to 73, I got together with 5 other local musicians, all of them phenomenal artists. And we formed a band called Calico. Calico played throughout the region for a couple of years. And this song is from a performance from the final concert that we did. We rented the Gannon Theater for a weekend and filled the place 2 nights in a row. And this was one of the later songs in the set that we played that I really loved. The song is titled Many Times I Have Wandered, and it emerged from an I Ching, or Chinese Book of Changes, reading that I had done, where I was looking for a little bit of direction in my life, specific direction. And the answer, the response that came out of the book was entitled Deliverance. So the song talks about the teachers that we meet in our wanderings. It's an acoustic guitar-based tune with rhythms that to me reflect the people and events that pull at our energy until we learn the life lessons that we came here to explore. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.
All right. Thank you for those awesome words, David. I really appreciate that. Hopefully, I think that's the end of my kind of time to shine on this show. Been doing it 2 months. I think that's the most credit I've given myself or let myself get on this show. So we're moving on. This is Calico. Many Times I Have Wandered.
Many times I have wandered alone, seen a man with the scarlet hand. He rides very quietly, abreast in a golden chariot.
All right, y'all. That was Calico. Many times I have wandered. What a I don't even know what the word is. Maybe nostalgia. You feel that that's from the 70s in a positive way, man. It has such a warmth to it that you don't hear in a lot of music anymore. So thank you so much, David, for the kind words and for sharing Calico with us. It's so cool to hear past music from past bands from our region, and just seeing how much it's evolved, or maybe some of the things we're missing and need to bring back. Hey, Jeremy G, I see you just joined on. We haven't played you yet. You're good. But yeah, that was Calico. Many times I have wandered. And we haven't heard from Erie Eric in a couple minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, our artist of the week, Erie Eric. He's an amazing tattoo artist. He's been around a long time. He does commissions, and he just does amazing paintings. We're going to let him talk about his second painting. We got one more from him later, but we got his second painting. This is Erie Eric Giorgio.
Okay, the next picture is my thrift store paintings. I find these old nature paintings at thrift stores, Salvation Armies, garage sales, and I just upcycle it. I usually add cryptids to it. Bigfoots, Yetis, Loch Ness Monsters, Chupacabras, Jersey Devils, and I just put them in spots here and there. My hashtag, if you're trying to find more of my work, is the Bob Ross of Bigfoot. That's how you can find it easier. I do a lot of different conventions with those on the East Coast, from the Ohio Bigfoot Conference in May to Mothman Convention in September at Point Pleasant. I've done UFO MUFON conventions. I do a lot of conventions of that sort. I also do a lot of pulp culture ones too, anywhere from Michael Jackson's Thriller to Bride of Frankenstein to Johnny Cash, Joey Ramones, and Stay Puft Marshmallows to Randy Savage. A lot of wrestlers I put in these nature paintings too. Those you can find them at. I do a Steel City Con. I do a lot of local comic conventions here and things of that sort. You can find more of my work of those at the Arts and Drafts every year here in Erie, and then every year I've been doing a Halloween show at the Erie Art Museum, actually, every October. I also have a lot of those kind of paintings in the gift shop at the Erie Art Museum.
All right, guys, there you go. Erie Eric for Giorgio, everybody. If you need a tattoo, he's your guy to go to. If you want some commissions done, look him up. He's awesome, and I love that he goes to old shops and buys old paintings and puts Bigfoot in them and other creatures. Such a cool guy, such an awesome artist. We have another one of his coming up in just a little bit. But up next, for our next song, I know this show's a little long this week, guys, but that's okay. That's okay. We got no problems with it going over an hour, right? We're all having fun. I see there's 24 of you right now. I'm happy with that. Please like, share, and if you can, subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/BrokeBoland. That goes a long way. And last resort, the best thing you could do is donate a little bit to the show, because that keeps me going and helps me out a lot. So if you feel like doing that, cool. If not, just liking, sharing, and subscribing to the YouTube channel will go the distance. Thank you, guys. So up next we have, all right, let me get it all set up here. I love this song. This is where Mike Russell comes in. This is Uncle Fister, Zombie Dance. Uncle Fister, singer-songwriter Tom Morrison, says that he has always been amused by songs where the music doesn't match the lyrics. He had the idea to write an ill-inspired song about his irritations with the basic human arrogance, but then set it up to a peppy, somewhat jazzy sound. It comes off a little snotty, but it cracks him up and is a foot-tapping good time as well. Featuring Todd Chapman on the bass guitar, Mike Love Muscle Russell on the drums, and Tom Morrison on vocals and guitar. Zombie Dance was recorded in 2007 at Diecaster Studios by the one and only Trevor Huster as part of Uncle Fister's first EP. Or as part of the Uncle Fister EP. Sorry. Additional vocals and guitar were overdubbed in 2009 from Tom's Ruin and Revisitations compilation album. So this is Uncle Fister with Zombie Dance.
Dance. All hypocrite yuppies and aristocrats, oh yeah. Come on everybody, let's do the zombie dance. They're dancing downtown, right out front of the bank on a Friday afternoon. They're dancing all around, blasting the green all over the night scene, but no one else gives a shit, especially me. Come on everybody, let's do the zombie dance. All pin-headed jocks and poser pricks, oh yeah. Come on everybody, let's do the zombie dance. The dancing in the gym, and you know it's the only party going on in their lives. Dancing for the mirrors, holding their tits, think about chicks. They won't get time or day, we're just so full of shit. Come on everybody, let's do the zombie dance. All Showtime geeks and misfit drunks, oh yeah. Come on everybody, let's do the zombie dance. The dancing in the bars, they've already had a few drinks and they think that they're stars. Dancing on the tables, laughing too loud, yeah, to the crowd, begging for someone to listen to their shitty lives. Come on everybody, let's do the zombie dance. If you're as big as your ego, you fill your pants. Come on everybody, let's do the zombie dance.
All right, that was Uncle Fister with the Zombie Dance. That was hilarious, by the way. Nate, you're right. I was definitely boogieing along with that one. Hold on one second. I got to find my place here. This is Esraj? I want to make sure I can pronounce this word correctly. Esraj. Okay, so up next, Esraj. Thank you, Google, for that. Up next is a very old friend of mine who is just amazing at everything. Art, music, every instrument you put in his hand. I specifically love his drumming. His lyrics are awesome. But this is Cosmic Entity with the song Letters from God. And he kept it very short and sweet. But wait till you hear the song. It's dope. This is a hip-hop song with lyrics playing the Esraj, which is, see, I got an Esraj, an Indian violin, essentially. and that's what's in it. So you can see all the instruments on this photo of Cosmic Entity's song while it plays, but it's Jeremy Jenis is Cosmic Entity. I hope I didn't spill the beans. But here it is, Cosmic Entity, Letters from God.
Lifetime, sing the same rhyme of long-dated self-desires, whatever your heart aspires. I listen and sanction every decision as you fail to reach a higher states. You sail through the cosmic ocean, I glance and trip. I have all time to wait for you, for I'm beyond space and time. Satchitananda Vigraha, embodiment of the eternal soul, speaking through the window of the spiritual. It echoes off the wall, built by the voices inside your head. I'm the all in all, but you fail to hear my call. So I'll give you wishful distant space, while I'm anxious to have you back to embrace. Hi Baba, waiting for ya, but that's okay though. You're all caught up in a web of material. Haste to the base of the spirit soul. Unconscious of the eternal spark makes me nauseous. I'm the one in dark, the one waiting for you to come back to. Conscious of all living beings inside all hearts and all surroundings. Inside the atom, more than you could fathom. A leaf drops, eternal time ticking. I'm Kala, every past and frame present in the breathing stream, the unseen. It was me all along, beyond your false ego. You can't hide from me, but I help you think so. I'm the taste in the water, the seed-giving father. Seeing your desire, maintaining the seed of all living beings inside the machines of the material energies. Forgetfulness and remembrance, it's all in the essence. Foundation of the supreme beam, it's all part of the scheme. I want to revive our relation, but you wanted to change the station, so I built this creation. So take time and know this is your material vehicle to question and understand the absolute truth, but you have to be willing. So take hold and behold it within these species of 8.4 million.
Dude, so good. So good, Jeremy. Cosmic Entity, Letters from God. Check him out on SoundCloud. He's got a Facebook up. Also, look up Cosmic Entity. I think on SoundCloud, it's one word. So much cool shit, man. He gave me a bunch of songs. I'm going to start featuring him probably like every other week because his stuff is just so insane. And it's all over the board. So, good stuff, man. Thank you so much for sharing that. That was dope. Or as I put it, dope earlier. Yes, Aaron Davis. This song is perfect. But yeah, so we're getting towards the end of the show. Only got a couple more features left. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out. This show's really helped me keep going. I'm not a big fan of doing the live streams and playing music. I like to feel people's energy and play live. So that's kind of why I've had a couple people asking me why I wasn't doing live streams. And I thought this could put this was just a better thing for everybody. I still get to talk and communicate with everyone, but I get to share everyone else's music too. And it's just awesome. But with that said, I say that a lot in this show, man. Whenever I watch them back, I'm like, with that said, without further ado, I don't know. You guys send me more things I can say to segue to songs and stuff like that. But in this case, we're going to stick to the classic. With that said, we got Paper Matches coming up, and I'm going to have Johnny Major himself tell you about this next song. So take it away, Johnny.
Hi, this is Johnny Major from Paper Matches, and you are watching Broke Bolin's Radio Shuffle. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background on the song that we'll be playing tonight for you. It's a song called 1933, and it is about the Black Halloween of the year 1933. Up until then, actually, the holiday was called Mischief Night, and it would promote. It started out with innocent pranks and things like that, and then it kind of escalated to telephone poles being cut down and things of that nature. And the worst one was on the Halloween of 1933, which is, again, known as the Black Halloween. And since then, after that incident, the government decided that it was going to try and, promote a much friendlier, more kid-friendly, family-friendly, safer holiday, as opposed to just taking the holiday away, because they didn't want another Black Halloween. So, here we are almost 100 years later, and we have the spooky, scary, fun holiday that we all know and love. Anyway, so that's what the song's about. Really hope you dig it. Thanks, Maddie, for having me.
All right, y'all, that was Johnny Major, the man with the plan himself. So without further ado, now I use two of my classics. I got no more go-tos. This is, I love this song, by the way. I love this song. This is Paper Matches, 1933.
And 33, and we are hell in our eyes. A righteous run for cover on a night to despise. We'll write it on the walls, yeah, we won't get no sleep. When the dead meet the living and we bury them deep. Well, come home. Are you good? Are you scared? Throw a fit, save a brick, say and set up a prayer. The boys in black have learned to walk with blood on the sheets and the lines that they cross. We got the wind, we got the night, we are
Paper Matches, 1933. Dude, I love that song, man. I love it. I love that song. This song does freaking rock. Yeah, make sure to check those out. And make sure to check everybody out. Again, this will be available on YouTube tomorrow. I'm going to share it everywhere that I can as soon as it gets uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, please share it as well. It's good for all of us. If you can, tips and donations. I should probably do that thing. Hold on, let me see if... Nope, I don't have it up. It don't matter. Anyway, yeah, if you guys can tip and donate, awesome. Much appreciated. If not, if you guys can share, or a big one is subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/BrokeBoland. It means a lot to me. Sorry I keep saying it, but I have to. Like, that's how this works. So anyway, tell your friends, tell all your artist friends to submit stuff to me, man. I'll play just about everything, man, as long as the recording quality is like halfway decent. I get it. It's hard to record. If anyone has stuff that they want recorded, reach out to me, because I do have a recording studio. If you need artwork, I have connections, Dig It Dave, to people who can commission artwork. Anything you guys need, feel free to reach out to me. I've been through a lot, and I know how to get some stuff done. So I'd be happy to help in any way, shape, or form. brokeboland@gmail.com. So now we're just about at the end of the show, but Erie Eric, our artist of the week, awesome tattoo artist, does commissions. Look him up, Erie Eric Fagiorgio, Erie with 2 E's, Erie Eric. He's going to tell us about his last piece for the night.
Okay, the last one is my my love for pinups and hot rods, rock and roll, Tex Avery, Ratfink kind of style artwork. Everything I just mentioned is always rolled up into these kind of paintings, just rock and roll music, hot rod cuties, and just ghouly greasers. This one's got Herman Munster with his lovely bride, Lily Munster, driving the Dragula. Any of the George Barris kind of vehicles I'm always a fan of, like the Batmobile, stuff like that. I'd find myself doing a ton of Hanna-Barbera characters, like Wilma and Betty looking all cutesy, burlesque, pinup, Betty Page style, with like the Great Gazoo ogling them from a window like a creeper. Yeah, so there's a lot of that kind of stuff. I do all these in oils. Right now I'm working on a Mad Monster party with the lovely Francesca and all the ghouls just ogling her, with their eyes bugged out and the tongue dragging. I'm hoping to put together a whole solo show on these by the end of this COVID. So there's the last of the 3.
All right, guys. Erie Eric, Erie with 2 E's. Go check him out. He's so awesome, man. If you need any painting done, or you like any of these paintings, commission him to do some stuff, because he will, and he will absolutely follow through. Thank you, Eric, for being our artist this week. Hopefully we can get one for next week. It all depends on if people get it to me. So this next one is super cool. Something a little different, man. My dude Dig It Dave made this next one, and had some help from a friend. This is he knows I hate reading, and he sent me 3 lines. That's too much. 3 lines is too much. 1.5 is my max. I'm just kidding. But here's what he had to say about this next one. This is an 8-hour time lapse. An 8-hour time lapse. The remnants of a tropical storm Bertha passing over Erie, PA. It was filmed on May 28th from the roof of PACA. I wanted to put a soundtrack to it for Broke B's Distraction Radio Shuffle. So I hit up electronic experimental artist Grayscape, Aaron Davis. I see you in those comments. Who has a studio in the PACA building. He had a piece of music from an unreleased audio tarot deck. That's awesome. Wait, I have to reread what I just said. He had a piece of music from an unreleased audio tarot deck that he modified to fit this video. It's titled A20 ATU A20 by Grayscape. I apologize. Grayscape and Dig It Dave. So this is a time lapse that Dig It Dave took during a tropical storm, and it's awesome, man. You see everything but snow in this. You see sun, you see clouds, you see sky, you see rain. It's dope. And obviously from Grayscape, the music's really cool, and I figured this was like the perfect outro to the show. We're gonna show this, I'll come back, say goodbye to everybody, and then we'll take it out with the rock and roll song that I always play called Rock and Roll Song. But this is Dig It Dave and Grayscape Time Lapse. That was awesome. Thank you to Dig It Dave for filming that. Thank you to Grayscale Aaron Davis for that awesome song. Talk about going together. Dope. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, man. We're keeping this thing that we're at 2 months now, man, every week. Speaking of which, you can go to youtube.com/BrokeBoland and get a playlist of every week we've done this and check it out. This one tonight will be up there tomorrow. Tip and donate if you can. Liking and sharing is just as good. And, probably most importantly is just hitting that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, because that really helps the exposure level go. If we can get to enough subscribers, then it'll get in the right algorithms and everyone gets to hear how awesome our town is. And I do just want to say, I'm not only accepting local music, I'm regional, just independent artists in general. I do like supporting local music, but I like supporting everybody who wants to send me stuff. So please tell your friends, tell your family, tell your family's friends, tell your friends' family. Just send me some stuff at brokeboland@gmail.com. But until then, whew, what a long show, huh? We made it to like almost an hour and a half. But I'm signing out. Stay safe. I know there's a lot going on, but as negative as a lot of it seems, it's all for the greater good. And like everything that's going on right now is all leading to change, I hope. And I just want everyone to be safe and happy and keep moving on. But all right, guys, this is my song, rock and roll song. I'll see you next week at 9.